Hey everybody, Andrew and
Elijah
here for Living the Northern Life. Today we're changing the front actuator on the 4x4. It's grinding and not doing what it's supposed to. The boys from Napa helped us out getting the part, and today we're switching it out. Hopefully you guys like this video. If so, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and it sure would be great if you would subscribe to our channel. So we're just trying to take off the center hub. There's a 13 mil nut below this, locking in the 4x4 front drive shaft. We just got to take this out. We need to be very careful. Because we need to put this back in. Yeah, this works really well. Okay, so we're going to take off the tie rod end. There's that.
Oh, that's undercoating that's flaking off.
And this just comes off like
super easy.
Split. Yeah. Okay. Now we just need this one to take off.
Pack barely fit on there in the video.
Yeah. Elijah.
Yeah, it's too big too.
Well, either there's a problem. Do we have a...
Oh wait, were we supposed to take that one out first and then that
Do we
one?
have a, whatever this is, in a wrench? No. Wow, guys. That was hardly even on. Where's the file? Or the
wire brush?
Wire brush, yeah.
That's not good. Good thing we found that. We got to take the other one off just to double check it.
I am so glad that we're doing this. We just took the 3/4 inch Johnson bar and we just touched it. I didn't put any effort to this at all, and that nut started turning off. That's a real problem. I'm really glad that we're looking after this job, because if we would have let that go, that nut could have fallen off and this whole thing could have separated.
Got the deep treat.
You can see that I'm not putting any effort into it. We will make sure that this thing is torqued up right afterward.
I got the actuator.
We're going to leave the nut on just a bit so that when we separate this, that it doesn't come shooting out at me. We're expecting it to kind of come off here quickly, so we're just going to be safe, leave that nut on, and see what happens. And it came off just like that. For safety reasons, we've got that nut on. Now I can finish taking that nut off and control how fast this thing comes apart. I'll be wearing gloves in case of a pinch, because there's a big pinch point here. Beautiful. No issues now.
Can you unhook this line? That's pretty tight.
No, nothing's tight.
Okay.
No, it's all good. It's slack. There's no issues there.
Okay. I just don't want us to snap a line. How's this one? That's not too bad.
Get the 8 mil. Yeah, they're not in there very tight. We need a
little magnetic catch jar.
yeah. That's all disconnected. The vacuum hose is here. We may have to replace this vacuum hose. I'm not sure exactly where it goes.
Might just be able to replace this tag here.
Anyway, so now we're going to try to get this out along with this at the same time. Maybe flat screwdriver to try to get that separate. I don't know. I don't know.
It's held in there with what should we call it? Undercoating.
Yeah, we've got a lot of undercoating on this vehicle.
And it's starting to move. There it goes.
This is probably a $300 repair, so we went to the boys up in Napa, helped us out again getting parts, and they really came through for us again. We're doing this on a really nice day. It's the actuator is not working correctly, so that's what we're up to today. Do you have one of those body pullers?
Yeah, give me a second.
There you go. So there's the old one, and
This
oh yeah,
seal's coming apart and everything.
look at guys, it's leaking. The whole inside is just destroyed. We'll show you better footage afterwards. It's totally broken here on the back. Yeah, you can see here that the actuator is totally broken. It's just like shredded on the inside. Wow. I'm glad we're getting this fixed. All right, so now we got to clean this up. I would like to kind of tie this back together so that it's not. Oh no, that'll be fine, just like that.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about the sound, guys. There's lots of activity in the neighborhood there today, so we're just trying to get everything cleaned up. Clean this up as well as we can. And we're gonna take another rag and we'll put some brake clean on it. Make sure that everything is really clean down here. We'll clean off the needle bearings down here. We'll put some more grease in here in a second. So now we'll take some brake clean. We'll spray the rag. We'll clean up the inside here. It's rusty. This has been broken a long time because
There's water all over the place in there?
yeah, it's rusty, guys. I'm gonna clean this up the best I can. I don't want to gouge anything. Do we have the 180 grit discs?
Yeah.
With the drill?
I can get the drill.
Okay. So we're gonna hit this with 180 grit because there is a bunch of rust down here. Okay, that is way nicer now. Okay, so that's clean. I'm gonna take a rag with brake clean on it again and clean the splines inside here. Clean that all up nice. Okay, so that looks way better than it did before. Okay, so that's it for that, guys. Now we just gotta grease up everything and then put it back together. Now the fun part is going to be putting this all back together in one swoop. Okay, the needle bearings are done. Okay, so we got the new actuator.
That's already got grease in it.
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try to put this back in one piece. Like that. Now here we go. Should be fun. Oh, actually, that was really easy.
Be careful you don't knock those nails in.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to get this back on. Okay, so I would like to put this on. Where's the bolt? And the nut.
There you go.
Okay, that one's in. We'll do the back one. We're putting blue Loctite on these as well. And we have to match up these splines, so we might have to lift the other side to be able to spin the front axles so that we know that they're in fully splined.
Did you get all three?
Nope, not yet.
There it goes.
Okay, so that's coming.
You just leave it there.
Thanks.
Thanks. Just on the ground probably. Thanks.
Thank you. Some parts just showed up from Amazon for us on a lovely Sunday afternoon. Okay, so there's no torque spec on this at all. They just said make it a little bit snug. So we're not going to tighten them up very much. So we don't want to tighten them too much. We don't want them to come out easy, but I'm not putting a lot of tension on them either.
And they got Loctite too. So.
And there's Loctite on them. Crazy thing is that these 4x4s are held together by this 13mm nut. I guess there's no chance of this thing popping back out by itself again. There's just not the distance to do it, but I find it funny that this big truck, all the power is held by this little nut. We're going to put some blue Loctite on it so that it doesn't come off. But this end, have the nut for that. We're putting our impact on one so that we don't over tighten this. I'm gonna try to put this one on by hand. The bulge is not spinning yet. And it's starting to spin now. So we're gonna grab the crowbar, put some down pressure on here. Like that. And now it's locked that bolt nice and tight. This is 85 foot-pounds. So I'm not going to tighten that one up. This bottom one here is 110 foot-pounds. I'm going to put these, before we torque anything down, I'm going to put these bolts all back together again. So these are all the things that we took apart here. We'll put this back one on first. It's a 10 mil. And there's a little hole for this to fit in. And then the bolt goes in. Okay, and then the 8 mil for that one. Clip this back together like that. I'm gonna put that one back in that hole like that. And that is everything there. And the last thing we need to do is to connect our hose. Make sure it's all clean. Oh, that fits on there. Nicer now, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. We're just gonna torque this down.
20 foot-pounds.
20.
Make sure it's going the right way there.
Yep. So this is 20 foot-pounds. If you're not familiar with the torque wrench, they will click when it gets to the right torque. And it just clicks like that. just like that.
85.
Yeah, 85 for the top one. Elijah's adjusting this for me. Okay. So
Fit.
85. There it goes. You heard it click, right? Right there. Okay.
110.
And teamwork here.
Teamwork.
So I have to push this. And there it goes. Try it one more time. Okay, so we had a real problem taking this wheel off. We're going to put some anti-seize all over the metal here, just to make sure that we don't have that to happen again. All right, that's good. Now we're going to put some anti-seize on here. And at least this will stop it from the tire from sticking. I know it seems like a pain in the rear end, but ultimately you saw how much trouble it was for us to get this tire off, and this should stop this from rusting. And now we have the dust cap to put back on. We're gonna tap it around the edges to put it on. We're going to be really gentle with it, so that way we can reuse this thing over and over again. And now, I'm just going to hand me the tire. And the bolts, the lugs. There, that's 150 foot-pounds per lug nut. Okay, so that's the process that we followed here. We learned a lot. Again, this is not a how-to. This is how we did it. If you guys follow along with what we did, we're not saying you're going to get the same results. So please, we're not mechanics. We're just doing this here in our yard, hopefully to inspire people to help them do it themselves. All right, guys. Until the next one.
Keep living Northern Life.
Thanks for watching Living the Northern Life. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our website. Remember to click subscribe, click that bell notification, and give us a thumbs up for the videos you like.